was younger, the condition had an impact on my daily life in the sense that my parents like to keep a close eye on me. Sleepovers were not easy to do because of managing late nighttime medication dosing. And then for certain like activities where there were more overnight activities or, going on field trips and stuff, that I think created some level of stress because it meant if my parents weren't coming along, it meant instructing someone on worst case scenario, how to give an injection, all my emergency contact numbers, kind of my medical kit that would come with me places. I would always have my medical bracelet if I was doing activities. And I know sometimes in sports they would tell you had to take all the jewelry off, and I would worry about telling the coach that I needed to keep it on because my parents were strict about always need to have your medical ID on, especially if they weren't there. My main symptoms of CAH would be my energy levels. I feel like I have a lot of energy fluctuations throughout the day and try to manage my medication carefully and take it at the same time every day so that I'm getting the right release of that. But having that, 4 a.m. wake up in the night is something that I have had consistently for many, many years, and sometimes it really frustrates me. I think just water retention and weight is a challenging part of CAH that my doctor and I always discuss, and there's a certain level that I think you just have to accept that there are things that come along with it that might not be able to change until there are big changes in the disease. I'm not certain what my future will be in terms of having a family, but I want to keep that option very open. So I started that discussion with my endocrinologist many, many years ago, during my adolescence, and we are aware that treatment needs to be really controlled for that. I think I would have the discussion of CAH and in terms of having kids and starting a family early on with a partner so that if any more complicated decisions need to be made, we can have the time to make them and not feel rushed into it. I don't think I would ever say that having CAH gets in the way of having a good life. I wouldn't not have a kid because they might have that, but if that's something that's going to be considered, I want to have all the information available, and even just thinking about, where are you living at the time? What type of access do you have to top of the line care? And is everyone involved in that going to know about all the risks that disease can bring, especially when your body is going through so many other changes? I know it would be really important to have really, really good monitoring and support from my doctors.